Right guys, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. I am Tom from NintendoExtremists, and as you guys can tell by the title, today I'm going to be ranking every single Mario Kart track. Oh my god. 8 months ago I ranked every single Mario Kart track, and well, it's not great. And after seeing the final Bandy rank every single Mario Kart track lately, I thought that I should make a top 10 on my favourites. Now there are a few requirements to make it in this list. They have to be unique, they have to be fun, and overall, I have to like the track. Retro tracks will not be included as we've already made a video on that, which will be in the icon above. I am Tom from NintendoExtremists, and today we're going to be looking at the top 10 Mario Kart tracks. Kicking off the list at number 10, we have DK Mountain, the only GameCube entry on this list. This track truly saw the beginning of amazing DK tracks in the Mario Kart series. A favourite amongst many fans, apart from Creepy Produce, this course starts you off at the bottom of the mountain, and after taking a cannon ride, you have to make your way back down. There are lots of obstacles here, including falling boulders, tight turns, and a rickety bridge. This is a wacky course, and at only number 10, it shows how much potential this list has. TicToc Clock is definitely one of the more unique tracks in Mario Kart. It's also a blast to play. Inspired by the Mario 64 level, which goes by the same name, this track drives around the inside of a clock. You have to avoid the clock hands, skillfully pass a giant bell, and maneuver around turning cogs. This track is very quick paced, so you have to keep up, otherwise you'll be falling behind. Although the Mario Kart 8 remake is a lot nicer, you can't beat the classics. Like DK, Shy Guy also has a collection of good tracks. Well, he only has 2, but they're both good, okay? Shy Guy Falls is the first of many Mario Kart 8 entries on this list, that's made it at number 8. Mario Kart never really done a waterfall themed level before, until now, and combining it with a valley/village theme was a really good move. You're driving through a Shy Guy village, and before you know it, you're driving on a huge waterfall, and you have to nail every speed boost, otherwise you're going to fall behind. Then you go down a short waterfall before gliding on to another part of the map. Before you cross the finish line, you see Shy Guys buying away, which is a neat detail. It's almost as if the Shy Guys are playing Minecraft. At number 7, we have Coconut Mall. I know you guys are going to kick me for this, but I actually forgot that Coconut Mall existed until Matt reminded me. But fear not, it is here. Coconut Mall is a pretty accurate representation of real life malls. You have to deal with wrong flight of stairs, maneuvering around water fountains, and those annoying stalls in the middle of the floor. Like seriously, you even buy stuff from there. After you pass the madness, you trick off a huge jump and land outside in the car park. And just like in real life, you have to avoid the crappy drivers who just don't know how to park. This track is chaos, and like I said before, really accurate to real life malls. Good job here, Nintendo. Following on from its predecessor Woohoo Loop, Maka-Woohoo shows off the rest of Woohoo Island that we didn't get to see in the other track. Mario Kart 7 was the first game in the series to introduce the one-lap tracks, and Nintendo have done a really good job at this. The entire course is based during the sunset, which is so nice to look at. In the second section, you drive through a cave, and there are multiple gaps that you can drink over, because you're constantly moving in this section. After you've left the cave, you drive around the side of a mountain, which sets you up for the longest jump in Mario Kart history. Yes, even bigger than Royal Raceway. I'm a firm believer that gliders were introduced just for this one jump, because it is that epic. Once you land, there is a huge dash for the finish line, as there are 2 paths leading up to it, and one mistake could mean you lose the race. This is an amazing track, and to think that we haven't even covered the top 5 yet, let's do that, shall we? Kicking off the top 5, we have Sunshine Airport. Just like with Coconut Mall, Sunshine Airport is a pretty real representation of a real life airport. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of airports, the security is a pain in the arse, and you're mostly just waiting around for a long time, and overall it's really boring. But Mario Kart makes an airport look actually interesting. You start the race in the airport before moving outside to the runway. You can drive through a plane before gliding across a huge gap. You take a long winding turn before gliding across an even larger gap to the other side of the airport. Whilst you glide across, a plane is taking off, so you feel as though you have to avoid it, even though you don't. This track is a breath of fresh air, and I hope that's remade for the next Mario Kart. At number 4, we have Mount Wario. Wario is the other character in this series that does not have a bad track, but this one tops the pile. This is yet another one-lap track, as you start in a blimp and have to make your way down the mountain. The first section is all ice, but thankfully there is no annoying ice physics, so it's painless to drive down. In the next section, you drive through a cave. Yes, it's another cave. Honestly, what's with Nintendo putting a cave section in these one-lap tracks? Anyway, you glide across some rapid waters as you make a few sharp turns before driving across even more rapid waters. Then, you have to maneuver your way through a snowy forest, which can be tricky, especially on 200cc. Finally, on the third section, you forget that you're in a kart race as you join the Winter Olympics and drive down the ski slope. You then drive down a steep hill as you try to hit every speed boost before gliding to the finish line. One thing I like about this track is how unique and different the sections are. You don't see that too often with these tracks, and I love it, but it's not quite good enough to be in the top 3. Into the top 3, and we have Big Blue. The only DLC track, and the only track that doesn't relate to Mario in this list. This is another one-lap track, and it's truly spectacular. Big Blue feels like you're riding a roller coaster, as there are so many sharp turns you take instantly, and you're constantly moving really quickly. It's especially fun on 200cc. Before you long, you glide across a huge gap before driving down 2 paths with rushing water that look like water slides. Then, you glide across another gap before manoeuvring your way around more sharp turns. This track is completed in roughly 2 minutes on 150cc, but it feels like it's over within seconds because you're moving so quickly, and overall it's just a blast to play. At number 2, we have Rainbow Road on Mario Kart 7. I've covered this track so many times before, but I don't mind talking about it again. This Rainbow Road is so unique and different to its predecessors and successor that it deserves its own category in a little tier list. This track is not like any other. You are on an adventure, and it's like Big Blue, it's over before you know it. The first section is your generic Rainbow Road, with multiple jumps and sharp turns. The next section is where things get a little bit crazy, as you think you're continuing on the Rainbow Road, but no, you're driving on Saturn's rings, and then you're on the frickin' moon. This is when Nintendo outdid themselves here, because their gravity physics, and you feel as though that you're actually on the moon. And then there's the final section, which is fairly similar to the first one, but the music pumps you up so much that you want to win the race. This track is simply sensational, but there's one track which tops a lot. But before that, let's have a look at some honourable mentions that nearly made this list. Come on, what else are we expecting to be here? This track is a definition of godly. When I was younger, I was playing this track for the first time. I was in awe. It also helped that Waluigi is my favourite character, and the fact that this track was my favourite Mario Kart DS. And the music is without a doubt the best in Mario Kart history, and it's so recognisable. It's even that recognisable that Matt even sang it in the video once. There you have it. What do you think of this top 10? Please keep in mind that this is my opinion, and my opinion may differ to yours. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you are new, feel free to subscribe so that you never see any future content. Also, hit the notification bell so you get notified the second we upload a video. I've been Tom from NintendoExtremists, and I'll catch you next time.